there is that. But then, of course, those athletes that you have coached all the way to the very, very top, they don't necessarily, or do you think that's how they see the world? It's about participation, or are they different? Are they cut from a different cloth?
Cut from a different cloth, I think. What did Vince Lombardi say? Winning's not everything, it's the only thing. And some of those kids have got that attitude. They are the most competitive. If you had a matchbox and you were flicking to see how close you could get a matchbox to the edge of the table, they'd be up all night until they got it.
Do you think we've tried to not beep it out of kids? But what are your thoughts on that? Because I'm like that. I'm very competitive, and I see it in some of the people that I spend time with. They're very, very competitive, and I don't want to beat that out of people. I like it. I mean, like we've discussed, there's a fine line. You don't want to be arrogant, and you don't want to put other people down. But
it's a tough one because there are kids that will participate, and there's nothing wrong with that.
There's lots of areas of life that I just participate in, by the way.
Yeah.
You can't be great at everything.
Exactly.
But if you want to be a great swimmer,
you've got to work hard, and you want to win.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm getting at.
I think what I'm seeing over the last few years, actually quite markedly, is I'm seeing parents not wanting to join the competition side of swimming because they're scared of their children losing.
Yeah, interesting.
They're scared of failure, and like I said right at the start, it's how we learn.
Yeah.
We learn through our mistakes and we grow from that. And I'd see some of these parents and no, we don't want to be competitive because, well, who cares?
Yeah.
It'll make them a bit. I mean, when you go for a job, when you leave uni or high school, you're competing for that job and you may not get it. I mean, how are you going to deal with that?
Yeah.
Because you haven't practiced it through life, and you haven't experienced it. But I've seen it, I guess, is it a dumbing down maybe? Or, we don't keep the score, and I don't like that sort of thing.
Neither do I.
Like we've got to keep it real, and life's about winners and losers and perseverance. And if you don't succeed, try again. Was it the old saying?